All right, my ass has got to wake the fuck up, and I've done 4 warm up sets, and that's kind of done the job. But man, when I literally all day at work, like there's even portions. I don't want to get into depth of what we're doing, but what we're doing, you can kind of stand there and almost daydream and drift off while you're doing the job. So in one aspect, it's nice because it's one of the easier things to do. But I'm so tired that as I was doing it, my eyes were literally getting heavy and I was starting to fall asleep, which, sucks for the work day. It fucking sucks. And that kind of carried over into here. And I'm out of pre workout, of course. You know, let's uh let's make the situation even worse, right? Um yeah, I'm out of pre workout. I am just dragging ass today. Luckily last week was the week that, how I said I was gonna alternate 1 week do leg press and Smith machine squats. Then the next week just do leg press and then machine stuff just to save my knee because I felt like there was a what was it, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. There was a couple weeks in a row that I did leg press and then Smith machine squats, and my knee felt it. I don't think it's quite ready for that. So, anyways, saying all that, I did that last week. So luckily this week I'm probably just gonna do 3 sets. I'm not even gonna do a drop set, just 3 sets here. Then move on to leg curls, do 3 sets, and I probably will do drop set there, and then the same thing on leg extensions. It's gonna be a pretty simple, straightforward day. This is gonna be the most exciting part. But honestly, like when your body feels like that, it's just what you need to do, And I can feel like I'm so tired, and like even walk was a struggle today at work. Like I was literally dragging my feet, um, and my joints hurt. My elbow, I'm still dealing with that. I almost forgot to bring this up. This is better. The biceps tendonitis that was trying to flare back up, but my shoulders hurt, my elbows hurt. I'm just hurting, and I think it's my body sending me signals to kind of. If I wanted to take a drastic step, I could just completely take 2, 3, 4, however many days off. But I'm just gonna dial back the volume today because normally I do 4 sets here. That's only one less set that I'm gonna do, but yeah, well, I don't know, and I will consider. So I got chest tomorrow, and then Friday and Saturday is I was gonna rest anyways. This is that week that I get 2 days. I'm considering even taking Sunday off. Maybe just doing cardio. Um, Now chances are when the time comes, it's gonna be hard for me to stay out of the gym. But I might not do back. If I do, I might do shoulders or something. I don't know. It's just a waiting game. I have to wait and see. But I have a lot of options and ideas on the table right now, and it all depends. Like no matter what, I'm taking Friday and Saturday off. I need it. I definitely need it this week. But the time or the decision will kind of have to be made when the time comes, whether I'm taking Sunday off. But it's definitely an, a possibility right now. All right. I feel like all I'm doing right now is just talking myself out of this. I gotta kind of relock back in here. Hmm. Uh, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but this is definitely not going to be one of my better days. And again, some days it's not about having a perfect workout or a workout even that maybe you hit some PRs. It's just about coming in, not missing a day, and just getting some solid work done, you know? And I think that's kind of what's going to happen today. Whew. All right, let's see if I can survive 2 more sets of this. I think I can. And then we'll do some machine stuff. Try to get a crazy pump, if nothing else. And we'll check it out. Do some cardio. You guys know the routine at this point. Whew. All right, that's one fucking set down. And did it really wake me up anymore? No, not really. But oh well. The work's got to be done, so let me try to zone in again. Tear this one up. All right, one fucking more. One more. All right, that's it here. guess I'm gonna do things just a little out of the normal order I do them. I mean, I only got 2 exercises left, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm, changing something or a lot, I guess, because I'm not. But normally, I mean, most of you know I would do leg curls immediately following whatever compound lift I'm going to do, or lifts, plural, compound lifts. Um, yeah, normally I'd go straight into the leg curl. Um, to hit the hamstrings whenever they're a little more fresh, I can lift more weight, thus, theoretically, leading to more gains, bigger hamstrings, right? But the leg curl machine is occupied at the moment, so I don't feel like waiting. So just for today, hopefully, it's going to be leg extensions and then leg curls. So, I don't know, who knows? Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is just what my body needs. I can't really explain why my body might need this, but maybe it is. So, all right, 3 sets and a drop set. Dude, actually, I was so close to doing a drop set on the leg press, even though I said I wasn't. Like, oh, see, this is one time where I actually followed through with what I said. I didn't do the drop set, even though, again, I was so close to doing it. But then, like the last 2 or 3 reps of the actual working set before what would have been the drop set, they worked so good, and my legs were burning so bad. I was like, I don't need it. I mean, I could do it, and it might have. I don't know. I mean, the argument, I guess, is there that it could have maybe added a little something, but then again, it also was very likely to have just been junk volume because I got what I needed out of just those 3 straight working sets. So, all right, man. Enough procrastinating. I never go into these sets of leg press and leg curl, or not leg press, damn it, leg extensions and leg curls, thinking or intending to do rest pause sets. But it just kind of happens, especially on these machines. It just feels good. I feel like I really get a lot more out of these machines when I just rest pause for 10 seconds or so after the initial however many I can get, and then do 4, 5, 6 more, whatever it might be. It feels really good. So, although I never intend it, and I never go into this or leg curls, like I said, thinking, oh, I'm going to do rest pause and all these. It just always seems to happen. So, we're going to keep riding that. I'll probably do the same thing on the next 2, and then still do a drop set. So, I'm only going to do nine working sets today, but with all the actual rest pause and drop sets, it's still going to be a really good workout. So, yeah, a couple more. Okay. Oh yeah, let's call that good for quads. Fuck. Yeah, let's go do some leg curls now. Shit. All right, I'm probably really late to the party here, but I can officially say I am team Pink Pony Club. I have been seeing that little clips of that song on so many Instagram reels and TikToks, and I finally, it was one day last week, decided to just listen to it, and I'm hooked. I can never really pinpoint why certain songs like that really have no part in getting you hyped or in the zone for the gym, but it does. And there's several like this, and I can't explain why, and I don't care to, and I have no shame admitting, I'm hooked. I like it. I've had it on repeat. When did I change to it? On the first set of leg extensions. So I've listened to it probably about 4 or 5 times already now, and I'll probably keep listening to it until the very end of this workout. All right, we're on to leg curls. Obviously, if you can't tell, same thing. 3 sets. Rest pause on all of them probably, followed by a drop set on the last one, and we'll go check out the pump. It feels pretty fucking good. So hopefully it looks that way when I actually decide to go over there and pose. All right. All right, I will say very quickly. Some of you probably have already noticed, but the rest pause sets here. First of all, I'm not getting nearly as many reps on the normal working set, and then I pause and I'll do. I think I've done 3 more each time, and then on the leg extensions, I was doing like 5 or 6 more. That's mainly because my quads are stronger. Just about like pretty much everybody's quads are going to be stronger than our hamstrings. But also, I think this might be the reason too. But on the leg extensions, when I max that out, I can do 25, 30 reps pretty comfortably. Over here, 20 is usually about, I can maybe do 2 or 3 more than 20 on a good day, but generally it's about 20. So the strength curve is a little easier on the leg extensions. Therefore, it's easier for me to get more reps after the rest pause. So that's just kind of how it works out. Nothing really I can do about that. It's just the machines, and like I said, generally, pretty much everybody's quads are going to be stronger than their hamstrings. So that's usually just how it works. All right, this is the last one. Last one, another little rest pause, straight into a drop set, and then we'll go check it out. Okay. Oh boy. All right. All right. Before I even go over and actually start posing, you guys know I like the lighting here, so let's do some right here. All right. Let's try to find a better spot. All right. Just like I said at the very beginning, some days it's not about completely destroying yourself. It's not about hitting PRs. It's not about really doing anything super memorable, but it's just about knowing that you were consistent and you showed up and you put in another day of work. That's the hardest part. I'm telling you. For most people, it is staying consistent day after day, week after week, month after month for years. And I can say, I can kind of speak to that because I've been doing this for 14 years. Um, and in a lot of ways, it doesn't get easier. Some ways it does, but in other ways it doesn't. I won't go into full detail on that, but yeah, I mean, that's the hardest part I think for most people because like when you're motivated, it's fucking easy to come in here. It really is. You have such a desire to come in because you're full of motivation, full of determination. But that old cliche saying, motivation comes and goes, and when it goes, most people go with it. They quit going to the gym. So you just gotta ask yourself, what are you more hungry for? Simple as that. All right, guys, let's check it out. All right, we're gonna call that good. Like I said, it was only 9 working sets, but combined with the drop sets, the rest pause, I definitely cranked the volume up, even though it was only 9. That's one way you can do that. I'm satisfied. So, considering how I felt, I think I did pretty fucking good. Not to pat myself on the back or anything, but I guess I kind of did. All right, man, I'm gonna go do some fucking cardio, and I'm out of here. Be back tomorrow for chest, and yeah, I can't wait for that. All right, yeah, let's go do some fucking cardio.